Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. In the last episode, we finished our raid on the Chantry in Prague, rescuing Eric, this gangrel vampire that we now see adventuring with us, with the incredible looking armor and bastard sword in his hands. Hey, look at him, yeah, he's really thrilled about being rescued. He has sworn an oath to help us in our fight, and has helped us reach Vienna, which is where the next part of our adventure will be taking place in, as the area between Prague and Vienna were filled with werewolves and other creatures, but the gangrels and those monsters have an alliance, or at least an agreement, that allowed us to travel here safely. We've visited just the blacksmith here, and have located the haven here for us. We've leveled ourselves up, and of course, we defeated Arden back at the Chantry in Prague. He prattled on for quite a bit, trying to distract us before he finished a spell, and then we didn't really hurt us that much, and then we just beat his brains all over the floor, and it was glorious. Awesome! Let's go ahead and do what we do normally now, and take a look at our character's equipment and stats and so on, and then we'll be heading on out. After I put a small break here, because I'm always messing up some bit of this that makes me sound completely incoherent or incredibly unintelligent. Alright, let's take a look at our character's stats and disciplines. It's been a few days since I recorded, everyone, so I don't actually remember what I leveled when I was last here. So we'll just click on all of his different disciplines to show you how many ranks are in them currently. Of course, you can see his stat line over here on the left. And we'll do this for all the characters, and then we'll take a look at the gear that they're all using. I think the plan with Kristoff is to begin slowly working our way up in the appearance, get this to 60, and then grab Majesty, although we'll probably take Majesty slightly before we hit 60 appearance. I'm a little worried that we will lose at some point, or be tempted not to continue to equip the appearance rings on him, and grabbing such an expensive discipline as Majesty can be a real problem, especially if I put more than 1 blood point in it, if I suddenly can't use it anymore because my appearance stat line was too low. Here is Wilhelm. Not quite sure what the plan for him is. I think we're going to be continuing to take more celerity and potence with him. Wow, we have 4 points in potence. Actually, we might not need any more potence with him. We could give him Feral Claws, I suppose. He did start with Protean. But I kind of like him being a tank for us with these high soak values, thanks to the shield he's using. And here's Serena. I believe we put a little bit more into her strength and dex, if I recall correctly. We'll probably be improving her intelligence and wits now, so maybe we can use Lure of Flames. I'm still not sure what to take with her, because it is tempting to take Lure of Flames to have her do some decent ranged aggravated damage, but she does that with her bow currently, and Summon Soul is proving to be a very nice aid for us in combat. So we may keep her casting Mortis disciplines. And then we have Eric, who we just got him last episode. I think we put a few points into his dexterity, if I recall correctly, to bring it to 50. Help him hit a little more often. And we'll probably put points, I think, into beckoning for him. Oh, he has Fortitude, doesn't he? We should probably get that on the bar, too. Right, and we grabbed the 3rd point, I think, in Feral Claws for him, since that lets him do aggravated damage when we need him to. And as for their equipment, Kristoff is basically using the same gear with the exception of his armor. I guess we'll still hover over everything just in case you guys have forgotten what it was he has equipped. He's now wearing chainmail, which I believe he's lost some elemental resistances, but picked up a little more lethal and aggravated resistance over the studded leather he was wearing originally. Willem's still wearing studded leather. He'll be the next one to get some chainmail, or scale mail if we can actually afford it. We could afford it. We do have 2,083 bucks, but I want to hold on to a little bit of that money just in case we have the chance to buy some even better gear later. Still using the ivory bow on Serena. She'll probably be using that for the rest of the game, I guess. We know the appearance ring for her. She has a free ring slot. And we made sure that we bought her an extra 80 arrows. And then we have Eric. Eric, why did you have an empty space here? Hopefully you didn't drink a potion on us immediately. He's wearing scale mail, the best armor that we currently have equipped. And an exquisite bastard sword? Yep. We have noticed what I'm going to call Templars around, which makes me a little nervous that we'll be fighting Templars later. And if that's the case, we're going to want bashing weapons or aggravated dealing abilities, since the lethal damage resistance is incredible on plate mail. It's designed to stop slashing weapons, like our bastard sword or the scimitar that Wilhelm's using. And this was one of the reasons why I was tempted to see if there's any exquisite warhammers or flanged maces. But I know the area we're going to next, I don't think it has any such enemies in it. We might still want to find a weapon to make sure we're prepared to wield bashing weapons against plate mail wielding enemies. But we do have aggravated damage, at least an option on Wilhelm and Eric at this moment with their feral claws. Alright, so we should probably investigate these two areas, the east and western areas outside the ring sphere, I think is what it's called here. So we're going marching down this way toward the eastern side first. Having done a little bit of this during the patience training, I actually don't have to do as much wandering around aimlessly. I think we go to the east first, if I recall correctly. Yeah, these guys look pretty scary, and wielding those halberds is going to hurt if we actually have to fight them. But I don't know why I'm so obsessed about it. It's just that I see a new type of armor, and I'm worried about having to fight them. Why? We didn't fight any guards last time. Oh, but this is also hostile territory, technically. Right? You guys have pointed out that there is no, like, Camarilla. And even if there was, we can't just rely on someone belonging to a certain clan to be naturally friendly to us in this area. Oh, right, and this is the magic shop in this town. Let's go ahead and talk to Orvis.
Another Tremere.
Nay, he is mortal. I can smell it.
Aye, not Tremere, but a mortal mage of the order that splintered into the Tremere. He may be useful.
Hail to thee, mage. I am Kristoff of Clan Bruja.
Hail to thee. I am Orvis, mage of the Hermetic Order.
Oh, I guess it's just understood that magic shopkeepers know about vampires. I guess this is accurate based on the gypsy back in Prague. She knew about the kindred. So, okay. We have nothing really to sell to him. And what is he selling? Elder Vitae, what does this do? Plus 20 to all physical and mental attributes, increases blood by 100. That's amazing, but not 1,562 gold worth of amazing. See, we have, I think, extra walk. Yep, we have extra walk the abyss. We don't really need. We have any extra spirit touch? We don't have, oh, you know what? Hold on. Can I sell this Fortitude Scroll? I'm never going to use it. We have a single spirit's touch held on to. Can I sell rats? I can sell rats! For $3. How about that? Okay, I don't have anything else anyone wants to sell. What are they selling? I don't particularly... So I'm not really interested in buying very many scrolls, with the exception of Spirit's Touch to identify. And even then, since I took the ability on Serena, I don't really want to grab the scroll of Spirit's Touch. It is useful to know, though, that with only 1 point in Spirit's Touch, there is a small chance Serena might not be able to identify something. Or a chance. I shouldn't say small chance. You know what just occurred to me? We might be able to buy Rooms of Appearance plus 15 in the future, but that looks like that's going to be hideously expensive. Oh man, look at these amulets and rings. Blood cost 60%. Some very nice stuff. But I really feel like the neck guards are the most important thing to possess as long as we are continuously fighting other undead, vampiric enemies. Yeah, we're fine. We don't need any of the gear he's got.
Godspeed, thee.
Good to know he's here, though. On the East Ring. Ah, poor guy. Let's make him feel better. There's no guards here. So we can freely feed on this poor beggar. And now he'll go back to bed. That's a bit odd. Poor guy. Oh man, he's like, maybe if I just pretended this didn't happen, they'll just go away and leave me in peace. The Green Frog Inn. This... Oh, this, the throat there is pretty cool, but that also looks like the same lamplight from the Tremere that we went from back in the Prague Chantry. I wonder if this is related. Come on! Now you're just overdoing it. You're just overdoing it. Well, I guess she's getting into the role, as it were. I'm guessing these three vampires are having fun with the gentleman there. Kazi, Zil, and what's the other's name? Teta.
We are looking for a Ventru named Orsi. Canst thou tell us where we may find him?
Come to his mansion in the Western Ringstrasse. Tonight there's a feast in honor of the new solstice. Here's an invitation on the finest virgin skin parchment.
I like not this talk of the skin of virgins.
Well, he has some very strange tastes.
To my many, many, many dear friends, I would be honored beyond all telling should thou see fit to grace my exquisite mansion in the Western Ringstrasse with thy most splendid presence. We shall celebrate the upcoming solstice and the splendor of trade and foreign lands that hath so enriched Vienna. Come, sample the finest drink in the land. I have the reddest of reds, and the sweetest of nectars for thy refined palates. Orsi, the magnificent.
The splendor of trade might be the slave trade that he is speaking to. Can't say I would very much agree with him that it's something to be celebrated, but the vampires probably don't feel the same way.
Speak up, stranger. Dost thou crave wine, ale, or spirits?
Well, we get all the spirits we need from Serena, so we don't need any of them, I suppose. Okay. Well, now we gotta walk over to the Western Ringstrasse. Is that how you say it? So this is his mansion here. Yep. There's no fast travel. And you guys know me by now, I wouldn't take it anyway. Darn it. Why don't I put a small cut here so I can see what your guys' comments were and see if there's anything I can talk about as we walk over there. 1 second. Okay. It looks like Metrojohn was mentioning how Serena, when he was playing the mod version of the game, was able to bring back to life elementals that had fallen and or hoppers. I think he just mentioned elementals. And yeah, it's, I don't actually use it very often. Or she doesn't use it very often. I'm surprised. Maybe we need a third point in Shambling. I thought we had a third point. We do have a third point in it. I haven't seen her use Shambling Hordes very much when we've been using her so far. But she should be able to do the same in this game. I remember seeing her raise hoppers during my patience training. So I know it's possible for her to at least raise them. Oh, sorry. I thought I heard thunder. It was just a motorcycle. The southern Ringstrasse would lead us out here towards the castle. I'm guessing we don't have to go there quite yet. We also have the inner area here we haven't explored, but we'll go there later. Bruno was asking, or mentioned that I seemed quite a bit more calm playing the game, and asked if everything was going well with the cheat rules. Yep. I can't tell you how much my attitude has changed if I'm allowed to do things to recover from the AI's assistance, as I've mentioned. I do like this game. It's just, I feel really... It's really unplayable if you aren't able to counteract the AI's assistance.
This must be the house of Count Orsi, the slave master.
All the fops, bootlicks, and toadies in Vienna are here assembled.
I love Eric. Oh man, the accent, his voice, the accent, the way he phrases things, it's awesome. He looks incredibly fearsome too. Look at that guy. Well, this is also an interesting engraving on the door here. Two bound people, a guy and a girl, hanging from a ring. There may be a bit of oddness you see sometimes, like the screen tearing on the side. Remember that this game was made in like the very early 2000s, if I recall correctly, around there. And, well, we didn't have the resolution in these games that we have now. It was never designed to work this way. So the mod lets us play it at the resolution we are playing it at. But we'll have the occasional problem.
Ah, welcome, K-Knights. I see thou hast met my children. This is Kazi, Teta, and Zil, the most beautiful daughters of Cain thou shalt ever meet. Unfortunately, Teta and Zil lost the ability to speak during their mortal lives. I found them in servitude to a rather harsh master that saw to it to remove their tongues. He was dealt with in a fitting fashion, eh, say my darlings? Don't worry. Kazi is happy to speak for the three of them now.
We come seeking Bruzja taken as slaves from Prague, a mortal woman among them.
Slaves? Oh, yes. The slave business hath been so very delicious. Duke Leopold needed a force to beat back the Semites, and lo, the Tremere appeared as if by divine providence. The Tremere and Semites battle each other with surpassing fury. And I, humble Ventru that I am, I profit from the selling of slaves to both clans. The Duke and I shall ensure that the Tremere win the war, but only after I have collected much treasure from the carnage. Then shall we destroy the wounded Tremere as punishment for the blasphemy they committed upon the antediluvian salute.
Tell us of the October shipment from Prague.
Dost thou think me a fool, that I will give away that which thou wilt purchase? Presumptuous bumpkin! Shouldst thou wish to know of thy allies, thou shalt perform a mission for me.
I liked the tone of his voice as he mentioned they were going to kill the Tremere's vengeance. That's fitting and telling that this is probably an act that he's putting on at the moment. He's maybe a bit more sinister. But he also sounds like he has a small sense of justice, although he wants to profit from the situation, given if he's telling the truth about his three childer here. So, I don't see why we would threaten him. We are in his haven. It's not very polite to do so. And, well, I don't think we'd be leaving here if we did this. This also might not be smiled upon by Randolph Brandel. I mean, he's not in control of Vienna, but this is a fellow Ventru. He's being polite with us. He knows we're going to perform a task, and if we do cut off his neck and we do kill him anyway, and he doesn't tell us information, we're out of luck. So no, we will agree to do the mission for him rather than threaten him.
Very well.
Excellent. I see we two are akin, Zealot. Come to my study where we may discuss this further. Mayhap thou shalt find some delicious morsels to refresh thee. Pray, sup with me. I trust that thou wilt find these hors d'oeuvres to thy liking. If they are not pleasing to the taste, we shall have them flogged.
State thy business, Orsi.
Well, I can see thou hast no courtly manners in thee, bumpkin. Listen well. The Tremere have clapped their slaves away in the Tremere Chantry, die Haus der Hexe, the most protected haven in Vienna. So, do not think to try to kill me to gain them. They are quite beyond my power. Only Duke Leopold could convince the Tremere to give up their slaves. The Duke is responsible for allowing the Tremere to lodge in Vienna, so the Tremere do his bidding. Assist my ally, the Duke, and he will owe thee a boon.
What does the Duke wish?
The end to the reign of the pestilential vampire priest Luther Black. Years ago, Luther was but a mortal priest of Stephansdom Church. A wayward La Sombra sought to rule Vienna by controlling the church, and dared to embrace Luther. We sent the sire to hell. But Luther locked himself away from the outside world. He hath retained a pitiable hold on the faith he had in life, and sleeps by day upon a cross of pure silver. Quite uncomfortable, I assume, but he fancies himself a martyr. The Duke has been unable to remove this blasphemous member of the Shadow Clan, since Luther is ensconced within a ring of holy ground.
Then how do we find him?
Better to ask how to bind him. Thou cannot destroy him. The priest has strange powers beyond thy ken, but thou can restrain him. Here are chains even Lotaeri cannot break. I am a master of metalwork, and I have forged these shackles from a new, unbreakable alloy. Thou mayst find them useful, and more reliable than the magics in thy blood. Destroy Lotaeri, and the Duke will retrieve thy slaves.
Orsi approaches one of the hanging victims, deftly slices open his neck, and fills a fluted glass with his blood. Quickly licking the wound, it closes by leaving the victim stunned.
Not to my liking, I'm afraid. I prefer blood of a nobler sort. 'Tis my only vice.
Enough of this dainty preening and strutting. How do we reach the La Sombra?
Refinement is wasted on lumbering brutes such as thee. There will come a time when boorish churls are put in their place. Thou shalt find a concealed entrance to the church. Behind our famous astrological clock in the inner strat is a hidden passage. Enter by night and wait inside for daylight, and thou mayst steal into the inner haven undetected.
We shall undertake thy mission.
Good. Now get thee hence.
We don't actually know if he's telling the truth at all about anything that he's talked to us about. Does the Duke want Vukodlak killed? Or does he want us to do this because the Duke doesn't want him killed? And are we likely to get in trouble after we kill him?
So, Kristoff has not yet perished at the hands of the vampire priest. The deadly nature of thy mission inflames my sister Tata, and my sister Zil entreats me tell thee that she too is filled with lust for thee. She cannot resist the charms of an immortal so close to death's door.
It would seem Orsi is very proud of his sired children, judging from the portrait there. And I think we're allowed to feed on these two. They are effectively the, well, the old dwarves being offered out here. But we don't need the blood at the moment, so they can stay happy and content. They're probably going to have to kill all those people hanging in the back room. They can't let them out again, since they know everything that's ongoing is... Well, hold on, is that true? I keep thinking that there's a masquerade ongoing, and I suppose there is, if we don't want to be attacked in the street. But they could just leave them there, Tim, the entire time and just feed on them. It's not like they'll keep getting more blood in their system as you drain it. Good lord, think of all the times you stopped by and drank the blood of the poor monks in the monastery. Alright. The clock tower that we need to get to is here in Inner Strat. Let's see if we can find it. We'll put a small break in it as we climb the tower right before we leave it, so I have a chance to get ready for a cutscene which is going to play. Because I'm going to have to lower the volume. Oh, I think this is where we want to go, right here. Do we see the clock tower? I want to see the clock tower before we go in. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, that's it. There's a clock out front. Up there. I really liked how what's about to happen is done. It's a bit odd at first, but it makes perfect sense. I'll describe what I'm hinting at in a bit. also need to see how long I've been playing for. It feels like I've already been playing for 30 minutes. I can't believe it if that's the case. This is silly. How fast time goes by. Given that I'm just walking everywhere. I really like the voice acting in this game. I think they've done a fantastic job in it. Everyone sounds somewhat believable. I like how foppish Count Orsi sounds as well. And yet, once again, I think it's probably all an act. Oh, I thought this... Oh, okay. So, once we click on this, we begin the next dungeon. So, let's go ahead and put a break here. Alright, everyone. Let's go ahead and greet the dawn. Oh! Oh, right! we need to actually get to the clock tower. Yeah, this would be death if we were to try to run across the rooftops here during daylight. Oh, I thought this was a lot closer than it is. Okay, we had to walk across this ledge down the rooftop to the clock tower there. There's some sort of gate on the inside, which basically seals it off until daylight arrives. Which is why we need to do it this way. We weren't told that's why, but we'll find that out shortly upon entering it. What do we know about this location? Almost nothing. We just know that there's La Sombra here, but no one's told Kristoff, who I think is basically our window into the vampire society, what that means to fight La Sombra. So we'll be seeing that together. And it has been an age since I last fought here. Since I made it here with patience training, fought 2 ghouls, and that was as far as I got. So we're about to be all caught up to where I have been practicing my cheat rules earlier. Alright, guys. Now, let's wait for daylight. It just occurs to me that in Thief Deadly Shadows, I have just completed the uploading the clock tower mission there. This will be yet another clock tower that we're venturing in. What do I know about La Sombra? I know that in the future, in this setting, they will be considered Sabbat. They relish in in their powers and don't want to particularly hide them. They can command shadows, sending out tendrils to grasp targets with them and cloak them around someone to drag them away or crush them, if I recall correctly. I don't know if we'll fight very many La Sombra vampires in here, but we will at least be fighting some of their ghouls. Speaking of which... Okay, so I don't think we need to use any abilities to fight 2 ghouls. So, any powers that get used right here, we'll just undo them.
And I thank you for that possession.
Okay, good work. Kristoff, that was really well done. I really like that you did nothing the entire time. I mean, I'm serious. You acting like the government, how I would like our government to act, which is to do nothing at all, is perfect. It was well done. Okay, and no one used any special abilities, too, which works out really well. Good job, guys. So those 2 ghouls were wearing, it looks like executioner's hoods. I like the little mocking conversation that they had with Wilhelm as well. Alright, guys, and this is as far as I got in patience training. I guess I can prove it really quick with you guys.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Here's patience training. Same exact place. Didn't get any further than this. I think I was doing a little bit better equipment-wise here, but not much better. And we spent more money over on this save slot, or I did, I should say. And I will never use that slot again. We are all done with that.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Let's see what awaits ahead. I see that loot over there. I'm going to want that. Okay.
I stand.
Sunlight. I talked briefly about how I really liked this and how strange it was. We hear early morning birds chirping. The effect, though, is very different. When's the last time we heard something like that with Kristoff? Been a few episodes now. This is the equivalent of hearing, like, wolves howl. This is the indication that they are in grave danger. I'm guessing that for some reason, the diffuse light doesn't seem to bother them very much, the vampires. Oh, and you know what? These are ghouls. Sir, you're about to have a very bad day.
Approach!
Okay, stop. Stop. Everyone stop. Everyone stop using all their abilities. It's just a single dude. He's also charmed, but for some reason... Kristoff, please don't run into the daylight. Kristoff, I effing hate you. Yes, it will, because you're running into daylight. Stop running away! Okay, guys. Please, now, everyone run back. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Serena, Kristoff. Okay, everyone should stop doing what... Don't move out. Everyone stays there.
I hold.
Good. Hold your positions. Wilhelm, let's have you heal yourself. Same thing with you, Eric. And some people used abilities. I don't want them using any abilities, so we're going to give them back some blood. Okay, so Eric used something. Oh, I should really have copied this. Hold on. Add thing vitae. Remember that according to my rules, I have to drink that blood immediately. I think he used a Fortitude, which I don't believe helps him at all in terms of avoiding sunlight. 1 second, everyone. I'm going to put another cut here so I can copy-paste to add thing vitae. And that should work. Yep, perfect. Okay, so I think we should send people out individually to skirt the sunlight. Because if I run them all out here in a group, yeah, that's going to happen to us. I don't know what happens actually if you fall here in sunlight. I'm guessing that the game just puts you in torpor. But I believe that you should be in your final death if that occurs. Like, there's no getting up and out of this once you're affected. Oh my god, Serena, why are you still in weird shoot mode? Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll move her out last. Actually, we may not even need her for this fight, if it's just one dude with a scimitar. Let's drag him to us. Oh, hello, rats.
I shall let thee flee with thy life intact.
Will you? I don't think you will. So,
I return to thee.
Follow my lead.
I approach.
so we should
Hold silent.
all fight him. Good.
I do
I
withdraw.
stand.
I hold.
Yeah, now that it occurred, I don't understand how sunlight works with vampires. I would have imagined that they would be taking some damage, even now, from these enemies. I'm sorry, from the sun. Given that they're out in it, it doesn't have to directly be affecting them. We'll come back for Serena.
Stand and deliver.
I return to thee.
Follow my lead.
Oh my god,
Come
guys.
hither and hear the sweet sound my sword sings.
At least someone charmed him, so we'll feed on him to get our blood back. We'll give Kristoff a...
Deliver.
Okay, it's just this guy. We're just going to watch die slowly in our embrace, literally. We'll give Kristoff back a blood potion since he used potence on himself. We didn't need that against a single target. If we were fighting in the sun, I would be using all the abilities before we ran out here to make this, to try to give us as, make this as quick as possible. But thankfully the shadow here allows us to fight without having to worry.
I do withdraw.
I stand.
We'll grab an extra 50 gold. Okay. Kristoff. Let's give you back the blood you used. Okay. Now. I am tempted to see if there's anything in that corner. Actually, no. There's that look. I thought that was a passage. No, there's nothing there. Okay, so we don't have to go that way. Okay, we're gonna do lots of saving out here. I do apologize. There is no quick save hotkey to my knowledge. But I need to be very careful with where we're walking and how many people I risk. My memory of this is that there are like levers or something I can pull to allow most of our group to get by these without trouble. I can't raise the dead any longer. Their bodies actually fade. She can only raise the very, very recent dead. And I can't control the ghoul. Sorry, the soul. Or that could have been useful to do here too.
Withdraw.
So we have some sunlight to run through. Well, Wilhelm, let's do it.
Damn it. Damn it.
That switch, I think, will open a passage for us. Oh, is that worth doing? Looks like that kills us. I think we're gonna have to do that. Maybe we can use celerity and run for it. First, I think this probably leads up to that, the little massive treasure we saw earlier. So we'll have Wilhelm grab this. Looks like a ring And a little bit of gold. Plus 15 appearance ring. Alright, now how are we doing this? I want everyone over here. I mean, we could... Well, there's... Oh, you know what? I think that lever probably actually stops this from moving. Well, okay. It did stop it eventually. Good. And I'm incorrect. So we have to bring everyone into this area, and we gained access to this here. Okay, well, then everyone gets to run through the sunlight.
The sun, it burns me to ash.
This is a little bit of sunlight. We'll be okay. It's a little bit of sunlight. It's a shame they won't, like, hop down the ledge. Go! I know it hurts, but you can't stop there. It's a really bad place to stop. Okay, let's have everyone now
Return to me.
rejoin. Let's see what's down here. Looks like some disease extract. Oh, right, another house rule I forgot to mention, which, of course, you guys know we're using by now. I get to reload chests, but I gotta keep the second opening. So, the chests, as by now everyone knows, I don't know why I'm even repeating myself, but I'll do it. The chests have random loot in them, or most of them do. And so if I get absolute garbage, I tend to reload once per chest. But I have to keep whatever is in the second chest. Oh, interesting! Maybe we should have done this to get past that moving pendulum, but we didn't need it. A mist form. I wonder how much that will sell for. Let's have you re-equip your bow. And I think we'll have you try opening chests. What is this? Dominate. That probably uses charisma? 25 manipulation. So that would be for Serena to use if I want someone to actually be able to take dominate. That's a Ventru discipline, if I recall correctly. Or a discipline school. Alright, well, let's go ahead and open these chests. Greek fire. Studded leather armor. Unholy studded leather armor. Not that useful for us, because no one here has a... Well, it requires a lower than 60 humanity, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so she can wear it. Right? Only she can wear it. Yes. Okay. Well, I don't see her getting any more humanity, so I guess we'll keep the results of that chest. Those chests. Okay. So when we see a potion drop from a chest, odds are that it just drops potions. So Greek fire, disease, disease vaccine, cure poison potions, potions of vitae are most likely what. And now I can walk her without her shooting. Is it because I need to know, everyone? 1 second.
I shall depart.
Nope. It has nothing to do with if, okay,
I shall depart.
how about this? Nope.
I come unto thee.
Okay, I don't understand.
Come unto me.
I don't understand why she sometimes decides to just shoot. Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't have to understand it. I just have to recognize when it's happening. Oh God.
I stand.
Someone's gonna walk into that, aren't they? I see you dudes with swords. Okay. So... we can drag... oh my God, that's so annoying. We can drag them into this area. Kristoff, can you... sorry, Wilhelm, can you get their attention? You're gonna take some damage. Okay.
Find the foe.
Everyone fight.
You come hither and hear my service. What? You die.
What I've done is I've charmed you, and now I need all my blood recovered so I can heal myself. The incredible amounts of damage you did to me. That was well done, sir.
Deliver.
I am delivering all your blood into my fangs or something. I'm so sorry. But I need this more than you do.
You die.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Withdraw.
We even got a little bit of gold from it. Serena, would be so kind. Okay, now we have to figure out where we're going. There's a sword here. A claymore. I wouldn't mind having it. That means running through the daylight to get it. Before we do that, let's see what's around this corner. If I can. Three levers. I think it's worth bringing at least one more person here. In case this activates a trap or something of the sort. Unfortunately, I don't trust the AI to navigate here without running through the sunlight, so we're going to have to bring each person here individually. This is not actually a knock against the AI. I mean, I have been pretty harsh on it, but this is from a long time ago, and that we know the pathfinding isn't the best in this game, so they're going to run through daylight when they don't have to. Just checking the experience points. We actually have quite a bit already. I like how the experience works in this game. You just get it for just doing anything, basically. Exploring, advancing the plot, killing creatures. It all gives you experience points. I like that. You're slowly making the numbers go up and getting better stats. I am curious where else our adventure is going to take us. Like, besides Vienna, where else would we be going? I'm looking forward to seeing what other medieval areas we go to, and how the vampire society
Return unto me.
was back here, back then.
I stand.
Trying to see if I get Serena to come down. No? Okay, well, she's probably fine there. So we didn't read anything about levers. Oh, hey!
Find the foe.
Has increased, Lord, relieving thee of thy curse of wealth.
Oh my god. Nice critical. Good. Give them. Before we activate those levers, let's... Oh my god.
Come, relieve thyself of thy worldly burden.
Okay, that was a good use of beckon. I'm going to use potence.
Relieving thee of thy curse of wealth.
She summoned a ghoul. That's fantastic. Sorry, a wraith.
Come hither.
Nope. Okay, good. Excellent work on using your abilities, guys, as well. I approved of every single one of them. We can drain this guy for a bit.
You die.
The wraith attacked him and killed him where he stands. I'm going to add a potion to get the blood that robbed us of. Oh, okay. And of course, now everyone's using even more abilities, and I didn't want them to do those. Okay. Who did what?
Stand ho.
Okay. Kristoff used potence on himself. Okay. Kristoff, you used potence on yourself, and there was no reason for you to do that. You used your feral claws at the very end, and there was no reason for you to do that, Eric. And Serena, you used fortitude at the very end, and there's no reason for you to have done that. Right, we should want to give this ring to Serena. I guess we can have Eric look a little bit better as well. Alright, what did we fight for? A silver necklace. An onyx band, which is another appearance item. Oh, so is this, plus an appearance. We don't really need to worry about that appearance there. I guess, Eric, you're getting onyx bands. Okay. And then we have a chest. We'll just open this. Bottle of Vitae. Very nice. And Serena, you can just drink that. And there's a claymore we saw earlier. Oh! A scroll and some barrels hidden back here.
I stand.
Oh, right, we're having Serena. Well, Serena actually has to shoot if I want her opening. I'm too lazy to switch her to her... to her dagger. Scroll of Quell the Beast. I'm guessing this actually removes the beast if it's affecting someone. An Awakened Scroll. Another Awakened Scroll. Could have gone this way. That's a pretty horrific looking zombie. Oh my god. So we had a doorway back in one direction and 3 levers to potentially pull.
Return unto me.
Oh, the door is shut. Okay. And I see that here as well. So there's this door which you can't open, and this secret wall. Can we maybe interact with this with a heightened senses? We can. Stay away from the light to open. Oh, clever! Very clever. Wait. Oh! Does that mean we get to be away from the torch?
I hold.
Stay away from the light to open. Okay, I don't understand that then. That's not in, that's in shadow. These two are actually in the light. So that's the opposite.
Come unto me.
It should always be Wilhelm who leads us. Okay, clock tower bit done. And it feels like everyone will be playing for another 30 minutes, so I'm thinking we'll wipe out what's in this room. Uh-oh. That was actually a great use of awe.
Thy gold are mine. I salute you. Come hither and my
Okay, I don't agree with all that nonsense at the very end, guys. What was that? One almost dead person, and we get a bunch of nonsense right there. Come on now, guys. Stop that. Everything was going fine until you decided to summon a creature. I do like that they're using their abilities, but I don't want them using it right then. That seems like a real waste. Ooh, hello. Secret Onyx Band trying to hide itself. Oh, those two dudes look like they're going to be nasty to fight. All right, let's do it.
stand and deliver.
Serena hath need of thy vita.
Well, so far, there's no actually La Sombra here. They're just ghouls. So that's really nice that we don't have to actually worry about fighting any vampires. Let's see if there's anything behind this little passageway. And there is not. That just leads back to steps from level 1. Alright, guys, so let's stop here. I did see that Wilhelm used celerity at some point. I don't remember asking him to do that. But we'll be okay with that use of it. Alright, when we come back, we'll explore more of this area. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching, everyone.